Is it recording? It's recording. I recorded 20 minutes of nothing. This is take 236. Episode 9, though, Binge Play. And I am your host, NG Cheese. Today we're going to be talking about some Red Dead. We're going to be talking about some Kingdom Hearts. We're going to be talking about some PlayStation 5 news. We're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff. And then we have our fam questions, we have our poll questions, we have our questions of the week where I ask you a question, y'all answer it in the comment section below. And we have clips of the week, which is sick because I've seen it and it's dope. And so stick around for that by my boy Cydoxity. And he always just comes through with the crazy clips. So let's get into it right now. Um, Devil May Cry is actually in development, and it will be created by the same people who made Castlevania. Castlevania was well received and is officially getting episode 3. So let's get a round of applause for that. The only thing that I would say, which we can't take it back now, is I wanted more episodes. Season 1 was 6 episodes, I believe, and it was like 20 minutes to like 30 minutes. Then the next season was 8 to 10 episodes, like 20-minute to 30-minute episodes. So for Devil May Cry, I want 8 episodes, 30 to 40 minutes long. That's the only thing I had, was I just wanted more. I wanted more. I didn't feel fulfilled at all. I was just like, oh man, I just want to watch more. So, I mean, we have to look for another good series. I can't see it going any other way. If you made Castlevania and it's good, and now you're making Devil May Cry, and they in that same lane, the same, you know what I mean? That vampire, that darkness, demon, dungeon, dragons type feel. So I think it's gonna be good. Be on the lookout for that. Of course, that's probably gonna release next year. Yeah, it has to. Moving on, Cell and Piccolo are coming to Jump Force, man. I'm excited about this. Jump Force is a game that I'm getting. I always enjoy fighting games, but I do get bored with them pretty fast. I know some people, they die hard fighting, love fighters. They'll play that shit for 5 years if they had to. But I'm excited about this. They need to introduce some green people. If you don't know, Cell and Piccolo are huge in the Dragon Ball as far as popularity. Cell is like one of everybody's favorite villain, and well, maybe now that Jiren's around, but I feel like his story and where he was going with it was a little more complex. I feel like Jiren was a copy and paste villain. It was real cardboard. I don't know. It wasn't much development there, but I'm getting into a whole nother situation. And Piccolo, if you don't know, he's the black guy of Dragon Ball. We all know that. He's just green. So it's good to see him and Cell in the franchise. We haven't seen any pictures. No gameplay has released just yet. But I'm assuming before the end of the year, we will see at least pictures. I'm thinking next month in December we'll see something. So be on the lookout for that. Kingdom Hearts 3 officially wrapped up development. Officially went gold. Hype, 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 hype. Very excited about it. Everybody know that's a question. How long have we been waiting for Kingdom Hearts? But it's official. It's coming out. I don't know exactly when, but I will try to get that information for you. And it's just been so many trolls and so many fan videos that blew up, and people really thought this is the one, this is really it, and it wasn't really it. But now there's no denying it. It was at E3. It's coming out. Hopefully they don't push it out, push it back to 5 years from now. But I will keep you posted on the release date, and any news that I hear, I will keep you posted. We are going to start talking more about games, of course, that's coming out next year. Every game that pretty much every week is going to be about, shit that's coming out in 2019. So, because we only have a month left, there's not much coming out but Smash Brothers. Unfortunate news for EA though. sad news, and I mean this is maybe a wake up call, but the stocks have dropped 29%. So this is either gonna be good or bad, and honestly, I think EA will bounce back from this. I think they're gonna look at it like a kick in the ass, and they're gonna realize like, look, we need to put out better games, because I was hyped for Battlefield, and honestly, as far as the ratings, it's been getting like a 8. Like, it's been getting in the middle of the road. It's been average, or some people are saying it's good. I haven't heard anybody really say it's bad. A couple people said it is a lack of content. That's for sure. Which again, I don't know why these games are not putting out whole games. I don't know what this holdback thing is that they're all doing, and they're constantly giving you a little piece of the world that we live in. It moves fast. People are getting information like, oh man, that's crazy, and they're moving on. Tekashi 6ix9ine arrested this week. Next week we're gonna be talking about something else, and the week before that it was Stan Lee. This week it's 6ix9ine, and then next week it'll be something else. The world is moving too fast, so don't try to fight against it by, okay, here's a okay game, and then we're gonna put good content months down the road, because months down the road we're gonna be playing Anthem, we're gonna be playing, The Last of Us, Days Gone, and nobody's really gonna give a shit about anything that came out this year. So games really need to stop doing that. Even like Spider-Man, that was a big negative for me, and I still don't know if I'm getting the DLC. So EA, get your shit together. Long story short. What else? As far as Battlefield, I didn't buy it. I might buy it when it's discounted. 8 maps. Releasing with 8 maps just ain't enough. I don't feel like it's worth the price point. So I'm not even getting that game. But good news, Skybound have resurrected The Walking Dead Telltale. Episode 3 and 4. Robert Kirkman, if you don't know, he pretty much runs the whole Walking Dead, everything that goes on over there. And he's a smart guy, man. I guess he realized, like, look, this is connected to us. We can't let this happen. We can't have people buying our game and then not getting what they paid for. If anybody paid for this last season, you will get episode 3 and 4. You don't have to repurchase it. So they actually brought back a lot of the team members who was working on it that got fired, and now they're working with Skybound, and we're officially getting episode 3 and 4. So Clementine's story can be told, because it needs to. It needs to end the right way, and I'm happy about that. Anybody who brought the game, don't worry. You might have to wait a little while. Like I said, the framework is there. So, they're just gonna, they probably doing textures and all type of stuff. The game is pretty much probably almost done. They're probably just working on bug fixes and little things like that. But don't worry, you'll get your game. You get to play. Anthem, I don't know if anybody's seen it. It was like a 43-minute video of Anthem as far as gameplay, customization, and all that stuff. As far as the suits, even the color patterns, it was like 50 color patterns. I think it was more than that. I'm just like a rough estimate. It was at least 50. You can change the material, make it matte, make it metallic, make it silver, make it look like Iron Man, whatever the F you want to do. So I'm going to definitely start diving into way more Anthem news, because if you haven't seen it, like I said, I'll write some notes and I'll get some more information to you. But the customization on your suits look amazing. Like, I don't even know if I would want to buy a skin when I can create all this crazy like patterns, and you make it the snake skin and all that stuff. So Anthem, and I think people are realizing that customization is big. People want to be different. I don't want to have a player and I turn around and this guy looks the same. I turn around and these 3 guys over here look the same, and we all look the same. People want to be different. They want to look different. They want to make their character and then put it on YouTube and Instagram, like, oh, look what I did with this one. This is cool. Oh, look what I did here. Why you gonna take a picture if everybody got the same skin? So more Anthem news on the way. like I said, take a look at the video. I will be watching it as well and probably talking about it again next week. Every week we will pretty much be talking about the same games, just uh, more news. Uh, Moving on, Red Dead 2 Online. They will be it will be a storyline, which is one of the reasons Fallout is so bad right now. Fallout 76 is no storyline, but Red Dead, Rockstar doing the right things, smacking people in the fucking mouth. It will have an online storyline. You will start in the prison. I don't know which prison yet. A screenshot already released where your character was being held in a carriage and locked away. So you will have to. I'm pretty sure you have to break out of prison and all that. So that's gonna be cool. The customization on Red Dead is already everything that you. I'm assuming everything that you could do in the main story you can do online. Customization will be way more detailed and in depth, not like Grand Theft Auto 5 where you had to match the parents. A dark skinned parent and like a white parent would make a light skinned baby, and two dark skinned like it was kind of like weird, and I didn't like it at all. But they learn from their mistakes. And what else? You will have racing. You will be able to have a posse. You will have leader battles. So pretty much like, let's say I'm the leader of my crew, you the leader of your crew. Me and you fight it out. We ain't even gotta get the whole crew involved. You know what I mean? Stand back. I got this. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be dope. I already know you already know they're gonna have the poker. Everything, like I said, everything you can do in the campaign, you'll be able to do online. Cause that would be stupid. Why could you play? How could you play poker on campaign and not online? That would be sick. And I know people gonna be losing their money on poker online. I know that's gonna be happening. So, moving on to big news. This is our, I guess, main event. We got two of them. So, Ghost of Tsushima news. It's finally starting to like creep out, and we got enough that I can actually tell you. Cause I mean, I've heard rumors and little things, but it wasn't significant. So, Ghost of Tsushima is developed by Sucker Punch, the same people who made Infamous. So they haven't been known for huge games, but I think they can get this right. Infamous 1 I liked it. I really liked the game, Infamous. The second one was kind of shitty. I'm not going to front. And then the third one, I actually liked it. It was one of the earlier games that came out for PS3 did it come out? I don't remember. But listen, Infamous 3 was pretty good. Like I said, I think they can get this right. From what I'm seeing, the visuals at one point, the main character, which hold on, I have his name. His name is Jin Sakai. Sakai. I don't know, man. God damn. His name is Jin. Jin is on the mountain. He's looking over, and you just see the scenery, and everything looked amazing. And from what they're saying, anything that you can see, you can travel to. As far as like Infamous 3, the world, as far as being an open world, it was pretty big. I think this is probably going to be expanded. They haven't released exactly when it's going to be, how big. They didn't give a percentage or whatever the case. But this will take place in Japan at the year 1274. And it will be an original storyline. It's not going to be following any history. History will be involved, but it's not, this happened historically, so this is what the story in our game is. That's not the case. It won't be a hack and slash. It's not going to be a hack and slash. It's going to be more a brawler. It's going to be more, think about what you're doing. You're not just going in there just acting a fool, chopping heads and looking amazing like you're really doing something with your button mashing. It's actually going to take precision. And shout out to Sucker Punch because they actually brought in real samurais to make sure the mechanics was right and to help them out as far as the battle. sequences and how the character would fight. So I'm hoping that you can use multiple weapons. That's my thing as far as this game. From what I'm seeing, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy from what I see. The only thing me personally would like to see is multiple weapons. I would like to see you use multiple weapons and be able to level up, those skill sets and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that happens. I hope they have plenty of moves. It looks like a slower fighting game. It looks slower paced, which is okay because a lot of games are doing this now. I noticed they're saying if you want us to be realistic, we gotta slow down. You can't be running up a wall unless like you're Spider-Man, but whatever. So that's how Red Dead was. It was a little slower pace. It took me to get used to, but I ended up appreciating it at the end. This game, you can choose to, when you're going through your missions, you can choose to just run out and cut everybody and just say, look, I'm here, let's fight. Or you can go by a stealthier approach, or you can do both. So I'm happy to see that diversity, being able to change it up, not just, okay, I walk up, I open the door, I'm surrounded by 4 people. Like, no, I want to be able to, do my recon, see how, okay, I'm going to take these 2 out quiet. These 2 look like chumps. I'm pretty sure I could cut their heads off quick and easy. So, I'm happy about that. I can't wait for the game. I don't think that's going to disappoint me. Sucker Punch. Please get it right. Please. Okay, moving on. PlayStation. Okay, so PlayStation 5. No. PlayStation 4 is 5 years old. And they have sold 86 million copies. Or not copies, units. So, kudos to them. Biggest console of our generation, of the last generation, or this generation, or the console generation, whatever. So, moving on though, PlayStation 5. I wish I could get an explosion. I need something epic right here. And but listen, PlayStation 5, bad news. E3 2019, Sony has backed out. They won't be a part of it. A lot of people was wondering why. Like, damn, E3 is big for gamers. Why would Sony, which kills it every year, is the main event every year, back out? How does that make sense? It makes sense because they're gearing up to do their own thing, all hands on deck when it comes to PlayStation 5, and we don't have time for all that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, and I think they're just gonna host their own conference, their own event, and just have all these announcements come out. And I understand that sometimes, man, you can't make it to everything. You gotta focus on a certain thing, and if they don't get it right, everybody's gonna be complaining. You already know. So let's not go to E3. Everybody stay here. Let's focus on PlayStation 5, and let's focus on some of these games that's coming out and these exclusives and make sure we get it right. So even though I'm sad about it, and the battle between Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation won't be there this year. Xbox and Nintendo can just fight it out. Actually, Xbox, they released some tweet pretty much stating that, good, E3 is ours this year. So you already know they're probably hiring people and trying to rush out and do more than what they even expected. Which I'm assuming that's why Sony kind of dropped it a little bit late, saying like, we're not coming. But the good news is, rumor has it, PlayStation 5 is coming out. It's going to be at the price point of $500, which is steep. From what I noticed, people like spending. People don't mind spending $4, but $5, that's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to start saving right now for it. I will. That's what I'm about to do. And rumor has it that it will be coming out March 2020. This is all rumors. This is all allegedly. So I don't want nobody saying, Cheese said it's coming out March 2020. Mom, give me $500 now. But moving on. They're prepping in the prep stage, and right now again, allegedly, PlayStation 5 is working on VR 2. We know the first one kind of sucked. It was kind of bad. It was more beta. I don't know why they don't just call it what it is. That was just some test phase BS. PlayStation 5 or Sony realizes that virtual reality is the next step. So what they're trying to do build in the hardware, how they're trying to be prepared. They're trying to build the hardware now to last for the next 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. So they're just trying to make sure they get all their stuff together. Pretty much they're making gloves, and they're working on the PlayStation Move controllers. They're redoing those, and they're working on the gloves. So we have to see what that's going to be like. Big news, and I'm happy about that. And I hope they realize that this has to be wireless. I don't want wires coming out the fucking gloves, and then I got the Move, and everything is so. And then even I don't even know what you call it, the face mask had like wires and shit. Like, no, that's stupid. Because what if you move and you fuck around and pull out your whole entertainment system? So I hope y'all know. Wireless. 100% wireless, Sony. Alright, moving on. That wraps up our news. Like I said, what did we go? We went over Sony, went over Ghost of Tsushima, went over Red Dead, Anthem, Walking Dead, E3, Kingdom Hearts, Cell, and Devil May Cry. We actually went over a good amount of info. So the news section is over. You know what time it is. My favorite part of the show, because a lot of work goes into all that fucking research. So, clips of the week. Anybody can participate. If you have clips, if you have kill streaks, anything, you email it to us, and we'll put in our clips of the week. And then once we get enough clips, we'll do a top 10 every year. We just decided that's what we're going to do. So, if you want your clips to be in the running, right now I already know. In my mind, from what I see, I know who might win, but I need y'all to, be competitive. Email us the clips. We will put the email in the description down below, and it should be like here somewhere. So let's move on. All right. Clips of the week. One knock. Don't go for the loot. Go for the kill. Smart. Another kill. Man, it's like a fucking mousetrap. Use the wall so you don't take damage. I see you. And that's a wrap. Smart gameplay by Sidoxity. He didn't go for the loot. He did go for the finish, but he didn't go for the loot. If he went for the loot, he would have got boogie bombed, and he would have been murked. And he used the natural cover to just he just kept letting them jump in, and that, they did it to themselves, so that was just smart on his part. This next clip is absolutely insane. Let's get into it. So far, my clips of the year. BPTV clips of the year. Damn. That 2 knocks already? Shit. That was stupid. He wasn't aware of his surroundings. Why didn't his teammate tell him, look, the dude's right above you? Or don't heal me, just... He's trying to use him for bait. That's smart. Another 2 running up. Hits him up. Softens the blow. Teammates get knocked. Oh. Oof. Oh man. I had to line them up real quick. That's sick. When one person kills the whole fucking team, gotta be ashamed of your damn self. Making sure everything's reloaded. That's smart. He knows somebody's coming. Doesn't know where yet. Oh. Smart. He's not getting greedy. Sidoxity's favorite move right there. Need a name for that. 9 damage. Oh, 117. 144. Here it goes. Sidoxity's favorite move. 9 damage on that. What was that? 9 again? Oh, man. Good clip, man. Sidoxity. I'm not trying to swagger Jackie, but I was on Fortnite yesterday, and I did use the move that hide. I see what you do. You hide there for a second. Not camp, just playing strategic and playing smart. He hides for a quick second, and then he just jumps and smacks you in the face with a shotgun. So I love that move, man. It's really dope. And watching your clips, it teaches me something new, and anybody else watching, you can learn something from it too. So that was that crazy clip, Sidoxity. Thank you, appreciate it. I've watched that last clip just for pure entertainment. So thank you. If you have more, or if anybody has more, Sidoxity, tell your crew he repping that scum life. If anybody has clips, email it to us. We will put the link down below. BingePlayTalks. Send it to us. You get full credit. So moving on to finish this up. Let's see. We're gonna go with the poll question. Poll question: which game was more disappointing? The Walking Dead Overkill, which is Payday reskinned, but the Overkill Walking Dead, or Fallout 76. Overkill Walking Dead by far. I think, like I said this before, man, that cinematic trailer looked really dope. It had good action. It looked nice. And then you see the gameplay and it's just like crickets. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, again, I don't like playing games where it's no goal, right? Fortnite, you're trying to win that match. Red Dead, you're trying to get your gang to safety. Trying to get money, enough money to take you and the crew and move to a safe place. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man, trying to stop crime. But games even like Fallout and the Walking Dead, like, it's no goal. The cool thing about The Walking Dead, I mean, the one thing is, but it takes you nowhere. The goal would be to build your safe house and help survivors. And then those survivors can go out and do other things. Cool concept. But it has to be more than that. What am I supposed to do that for how long? When will that shit get boring? You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to do that for a month and then be like, yo, okay, so I just got to keep going out, getting food, going out. Like, it's no end game. Fallout is the same way. It's no main story. It's just the tapes that you listen to. I can't play something where I'm just feel like what I'm doing is pointless and meaningless. Like, how is that fun to anybody? So, The Walking Dead, honestly, it's a wrap. The game just came out 2 weeks ago. It's only getting 300 views on Twitch, and it just came out 2 weeks ago. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, what, 5 years ago, and it still has like 32,000 people watching. It's still like top 15 every single day. Red Dead, it's up there, and it's been out how long? Rainbow Six Siege been out for a long time. How long? Like, they have views. You've been out 2 weeks and you have 300 views. These games gotta stop shortchanging us, and it's clearly y'all recognize it, and some people are waking up. Some of the bigger franchises have such a hardcore fan base that they feel like Call of Duty, they're gonna get support anyway. They can put out anything, people just gonna buy it. And then if it's trash, they're gonna say, "Oh well, we apologize that it was trash, but next year we got y'all on the next one." And the next one is kind of good, and then they go back to being shitty. So disappointment, probably, I would say Walking Dead probably was the biggest, because it wasn't nothing, like, they didn't really release that it wasn't open world when everybody's like, "Oh, open world," and they didn't say anything. So I thought it was gonna be open world. I thought it was gonna look better. I thought it was gonna have a purpose. And it's just, I'm pretty much, I'm done with that game. Even if it's free to download, I'm not buying it. Fallout, I'm not buying it. I'll put my foot down. Even if that's free, I'm not buying it. Doesn't look good. It's crashing. I watched my boy Rob play. It crashed 2 times on him. No. Games, you gotta do better. And it has to look better. We're talking about PlayStation 5. Why do your graphics look so bad? Like, what is that about? But that's it for the poll question. We're going to get into the fam questions. This is from the BPTV family. If you have us on Instagram or any social media, you watch the show, you can ask us as NJ Cheese any video game related question, and I will talk about it on the show. This week we won't be posting it at the bottom due to technical difficulties, meaning my fuck up. I wrote the questions on my phone, so we are good there. My boy Captain asked 2K or NBA Live, and why. One, it's a popularity thing. The cool thing is to play 2K. It's popular. So if I buy NBA Live and all my friends is on 2K, I'm playing by myself. Story, the campaign has evolved and actually been entertaining and pretty cool. The leveling up system and all that, I really enjoyed making my character and leveling, him up, which I think that was one of the things NBA Live kind of fell short on, the campaign mode or the career mode of it. And I would just say the graphics, that's number 4, and just the feel of it. I actually watched a comparison video of 2K and NBA Live to answer this question, and 2K is just way more smooth. The one thing I'm going to give NBA's credit, I give credit where it's due, is when they announced that you can play as a female character. They're on to something, and hopefully 2K don't steal it, because if they steal it, then it's a wrap. But NBA Live needs to continue with that. Like I said, they're on to something there, and I feel like that's big. There's plenty of gamer girls out there, and if they can make female characters, I think that might sway some of the audience. So those are my 4 reasons that 2K is doing better than NBA Live. But my one thing that NBA Live can grow on and maybe make a comeback, maybe. My boy Flexecution, will Red Dead be irrelevant 3 to 6 months from now? I say, I can say yeah, because there's so many games. Like 2019 is starting off with a bang, so I can say that it might be irrelevant, but it is Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto is not irrelevant, and you already know they're constantly gonna be coming out with updates and new things, so they might stay in the running. But my answer, See, I can't count Rockstar out. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Rockstar's fan base is crazy, and I can't see them just being completely irrelevant. No, I don't think so. Not completely. They're not. They're not gonna be front main main event, but I can't see them being completely irrelevant. So that's my answer. No. My boy Matt, Mafioso, Love, Live. Whoops, Mafioso Live. Our social media coordinator ask, what is a dead franchise? What would you like to see make a comeback? And can you describe what you would like to see in that game? Oh, I said multiple times. I want to see if I could see any game make a comeback. I'm gonna have to say Jack and Daxter. Number 2, Max Payne. I'm just thinking of games. Actually, I'm gonna stick with Jack and Daxter. I really would like to see Jack and Daxter make a comeback with the new technology, the way games are looking now. I mean, even if they save it for PlayStation 5, that was one of my favorite games as a kid. I would just love to see it come back. Maybe 007. 007 as a shooter. Maybe not the storyline and all that, and not at full price, but maybe a remaster. Even though I know I'm not talking about PlayStation, I know it's a Nintendo thing, but still, if they remastered that, added more characters, added some new characters, 007 was my shit. I spent a lot of time on that. But me personally, Jack and Daxter number 1. As far as what I would like to see, maybe some cool, quirky PvP. I'm not saying PvP has to be part of every game, but online wasn't a thing back then. It's a thing now. So I would like to see, between all the weapons, the vehicles, and just cool settings, it would be cool to be in that world online with a bunch of different characters, like an Overwatch Jack and Daxter almost. So that would be my pick. That's what I would like to see. So anybody, what would you like to see make a comeback? What, if any game you could bring back, what would it be? And if I went back to Sega days, oh man, I would like to see an open world Aladdin game. Aladdin was my shit when I used to play Sega. But that's for a later time. Sega is way back. But let's wrap this up. Question of the week. That's my question to you, the viewers. Please answer in the comment section below, and we'll talk about it next week. And I'll, of course, reply to you in the comment section. But my question is, what game are you waiting for most for 2019? Ghost of Tsushima, Anthem, Kingdom Hearts 3, The Last of Us, or Days Gone? So I will actually make this question and put it in the comment section. So like I said, hit me up. I really want to know what you think. It's tons of AAA titles. I think this is going to be 2019 is going to be one of the biggest years for gaming. One of the biggest years for gaming. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up episode 9. Next week, every Thursday, we moved it from Wednesday to Thursday. You can catch us. So episode 10 will be next week. Soon as I get out of here, I will start doing research for the next show. So thank you for coming by. Like, comment, subscribe. And that's it. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Eat up. Get real fat. Drink a lot of water. Don't be constipated in those streets. Peace.